whatever. Anyways, and now, Way. Um, you wake up, you see Amadeus has been suckered into helping the kids study here. And for the first time in a long time, you heard your sword talk to you maybe once or twice before. You hear your sword almost claw into your mind. It doesn't feel as if it's just talking to you this time. It feels as if it's demanding your attention.
Um, I'm just gonna look at it and say, you want to talk?
No, I need you to listen.
Go ahead.
I have a small contract to propose. Since you're going to be holding me for the foreseeable future, I propose that you should be able to use some of my unique abilities, but I need something in return from you.
And what would that be?
I need you to sign a contract with me.
I mean, I'd have to read it.
You see, it's almost as if like the contract appears in front of your eyes, but you can tell it's appearing in your head.
Oh, what
There
does it say?
So, this contract goes through a couple things. The first thing is this is essentially a patron contract with the blade. Um, the blade and the being inside the blade will act as your patron, providing you with powers, but it requires a couple things of you. In form of payment, you will have to serve the being for 100 years after your death. And two, under the condition that it will not harm anyone in your body, if it states a specific phrase, which you are not allowed to know, it will take over your body and be free to act for 5 minutes.
Okay. Is there any fine prints that I can see?
You don't see much fine print here, other than like the very basic thing that by signing this contract, your soul, at least for 100 years after your death, will belong to the patron. It also doesn't state who the patron is. You can tell that the patron does refer to the being inside the sword, but it does not refer to the name of the being.
Okay, I will sign the contract.
Okay, you sign the contract, and your patron's just. He's like, that was a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be. I was prepared to. Okay, whatever. As a side note, kid, don't just sign away your soul. That's not a great idea. But whatever. It works out in my favor this time.
um, quick question. Would you happen to have any idea on how I could attune to this robe any quicker?
No, you just gotta stay with it.
Okay, I'm just gonna wear the cloak.
Okay.
And then I will. Sorry?
He is going to tell you one last thing. Now, as my servant, I need you to go eat the Star Child.
I need to excuse me?
I need you to go eat the Star Child.
How the fuck am I supposed to eat the Star Child?
Well, I don't know. Absorb her divinity if you don't want to just outright eat her.
I don't know how to do that.
Well, I don't know, go research it or something, but I want that divine power.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it to you.
Well, you're the one that signed the contract, so not my problem.
I don't think I'll be able to. I don't think I'll be able to fulfill it.
Go, I don't know. You know a place with a bunch of divine people, right?
No.
The pop star's house. Go figure out how to absorb divinity from there.
There is a lot of complications.
Okay, well, it's not a question, it's a demand. Go.
Well, I mean, the contract will be void if I try and do that because I will die.
No, you'd still serve me for 100 years after your death. But go to your friend Latula's house and figure out how to absorb divinity.
I will try, I guess.
Okay, you're good. Okay, you're just gonna go. Got it. So everyone will arrive at Latula's house after Latula is finished changing out her vocals. The first person to arrive will be Chinchillard. You are met with the gate guardian, whose name is
Crusoe.
Crusoe. There we go. There's a lot of people here that aren't meant to be here. Give me a sec. All of you guys can just disappear. Those guys can go away. That one's gone. You're dead, so...
Why did I remove Neeler? Surely he's still there.
Okay, I'll put Neeler back up for you.
No.
Where are you, Neeler? Neeler was one of the first people I uploaded into here. Here we go. This is the perfect one. Neeler's back in.
Oh, well, we don't want to see that.
I honestly do not mind.
Okay. There is there's a picture of Neeler up, just hung outside on that window.
Picture.
Yeah, just a picture of Neeler.
I can deal with a picture, but I immediately feel bad for Latula for having to see that every single time she walks in and out of her house.
Anyways, so you arrive, Callister, and you are just kind of let in immediately by Crusoe. Crusoe kind of just, now that whenever he sees you guys.
Hello?
One sec.
Um,
Being called. Yeah, Ma? Okay, got it. Sorry about that. Yeah, but you arrive and Crusoe just kind of lets you in immediately. How are you doing today, Master Callister?
I'm fine. Question. 2 questions. Where is the library? And more importantly, if someone was to have a surgery on themselves, where would they be doing that?
Surgery on themselves could happen anywhere in this house. And then the library is going to be on the second story. Lucky, where's the library?
The library, there's multiple, but I think you mean the one on the first floor, which would be the parents' main study.
The first floor, parents' main study. I'm certain.
Which would also be where Latula's having the surgery.
Well, that's where I'm heading. Thank you.
I'm certain Nate will show you where Madame Latula is, and she'll help you out finding anything you need.
Great, thanks. And I will immediately call Latula instead of trying to find anyone else in the house to help me.
Latula's phone is off.
Still, okay, I'll ask Nate to help me.
Okay, you go to Nate, and this is your first real time interacting with Nate. You've seen Nate sometimes, and you know he's the one that helped your elder get into Ritses. But for the most part, Nate just kept himself, and Nieler would be the one who would always be helping you guys and talking to you at the manor itself. But you see, Nate looks over. Madame Latula is in her parents' study right now. I can guide you there.
Please and thank you.
Got it. You see, Nate opens the door for you, and you walk further into the house. Latula, you hear a small knock at the door. As Nate says, "Madam, your friend is here to see you."
Oh, you can just let him in.
Okay. He opens up the door, and Callister walks in.
You can see Latula on a surgery bed in that lounge where I'm
One sec.
showing you.
Wait just a moment, Lucky. While you guys do this, I need to run downstairs and go grab something. So.
Alright.
In that loungewear that I posted on Discord, sewing up a hole in her neck and then bandaging it with gauze.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Do I get a sense that you just did a voice box surgery on yourself? Probably.
You can see a full larynx on the table beside me with the blood covering it.
No, I mean, what do you sound like?
Maybe you shouldn't be answering questions right now?
Oh, no, it's fine. I have pretty good surgical skills.
Okay, well, yeah, do you sound any different than previously?
It doesn't seem like her voice has changed any. In fact, it's almost amazing how similar it sounds to her original voice, given, like, you imagine that this is essentially a custom-made voice for her.
Okay. In that case, I'll just say, well, as soon as you're done, let's hope you're as much a prodigy at finding information in your library as you are at apparently everything else. But,
Okay.
glad you're better.
Yeah. As you guys saw during our fight with Neeler, I had a damaged voice box, so I just decided to, fix it.
Yeah, I did notice that you were using that crystal a lot to display your thoughts instead of speaking.
Yeah. But we're looking for... What information are we looking for?
Oh, you know the Child of Stars that we're supposed to return to their homeland?
Yeah.
I did speak to Maria yesterday with Amadeus, and I had a vision of her as a baby being escorted by nuns to the orphanage. Well, it was a very complicated and not so surface level, easy to identify divination vision, but that's fine. Anyway, she has a amulet with a sword with wings surrounded by sleeping wolves, and we know what the sword with wings means, right? But we don't know what the sleeping wolves mean exactly. So let's try to identify this symbol.
Do you know which town she came from?
Garm?
Oh, wait a second. Lutula will go into a desk and start flipping through a book. I remember when I was spying on some of the nobles that came to the holiday event that they had mentioned something about Garm.
Can I have a request for you, Lutula?
Yeah.
I might know that you're lying because I'm pretty good at reading people's faces, but when you're telling me where you acquired your information, when you're helping me figure something out, it would really help my ego if you didn't tell me it was through espionage.
Oh, it's not like normal espionage of like I sent people out to their duchies and learned it. I was just reading their minds.
Oh, okay. Cool. Oh, where you arrive now.
Yes. Well, you arrive at the gate where you see Corso there. Hello.
I'm just gonna politely bow.
Oh, he looks at you. Hello, young Master Wei. I believe Callister and Lutula are in the house right now. If you want to head in, I'm certain Nate will show you the way. If he's there. If not, Wendy might.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay. A couple minutes later, Wendy's the one who shows you the way to the room. But you will walk into the room with Callister and Lutula talking about espionage and reading people's minds.
Oh. Well, that is an interesting conversation I imagine you're both having.
It's so and so. Where did I put that information?
Yeah, find it.
From my memory, it was something about the town of Garm being like assailed by nightmares. And it had come from the Raven, like the Night Shadow Raven house.
I wrote it in the notes.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm trying to, because I also wrote it in my notes, and I'm trying to just figure out where the heck it is. I can just do control F.
3 to 4 months of madness outbreak affecting random settlers. They're causing self-harm and homicidal tendencies. 3 deaths for severe injuries, 1 crippling. That's what we got from them.
Yeah. She'll repeat that information.
Okay, Rin.
Yeah, I knew that already.
Rin, in a what is essentially probably a whiteout, you arrive at Lutula's manor. You hear Corso kind of mumble something to you, but you don't get it fully. But he then just kind of gestures to the house.
Yeah, house. Good, gotcha. Guys, my nose bleeding again. God damn it. I'll just walk into the house.
You walk into the house where you are guided. You don't even fully remember this person's face. He seems kind of balding and such. You think he stumbles into some stuff on your way, but you're not entirely certain. And it's like you're not that focused on it until you arrive at a room where you guys hear Knuckles hits the door instead of knocking because he ran into it. And then he opens it. Lady Lutula, your friend Rin is here to see you. She seems to be in a bit of a state.
Oh, thank thank you, Knuggles. Yeah, just let her in.
Okay. Rin, a door is open for you.
Yay, doors. So, so we're having to deliver the lady in chains. We gotta find the lady with the chains on her and the fire, and we gotta find the fire and stop it.
Did everyone come to my manor for a different reason?
Possibly.
Okay.
Maybe not.
Me and Callister are here because of a child of stars we need to return home. What are you two here for? And I'll also cast Lesser Restoration on Bryn, just so we can talk to her for right now.
You ruined my high.
I have better drugs for you.
Not ones that'll kill me. I mean,
probably.
I have signed a pact.
Oh, fun.
Why?
With who?
My sword?
Why?
Okay.
I'll be honest. I heard warlocks are very powerful, and I wanted to be powerful too.
I'm giving Way a very blank stare.
Can I see your sword?
Sword, do you want me to, Latula, to have a look at you?
No.
My sword does not consent.
Chicken
I'm
bitch.
just gonna mentally link with the sword.
Chicken bitch.
Okay, you mentally link with the sword.
Hello?
As you say hello, it kind of rings throughout a dark, empty space, and you just hear something kind of growl high back at you.
Did he sign up without asking many questions or really taking an in-depth look at the contract?
It's
Yep.
Way. What do you think?
God damn it. Do you mean any malicious intent?
Oh, verily.
Okay. I guess just don't get in my way and I won't get in your way.
I suppose that's an arrangement.
Okay. We'll proceed with that until anything occurs. Nice meeting you.
Am I aware of this conversation at all?
No.
Okay.
That has no repercussions at all that I can think of. Chiron, why are you here?
I don't know. There are these three ladies, and the three ladies are on fire, and one of them was all chained up, and they wanted me to make the lady not chained up anymore. That's all I know, man.
Wait, did it? Where did you see this?
In my room, there was
While
a
you were
dragon
drugged
man.
out of your mind?
Yeah, there was a dragon man. And he was in the corner. He wouldn't leave me alone till I watched.
It could be an angelic vision.
Oh, by the way, it's probably a good idea to mention that I've been tasked with something from my patron.
Which is?
I have to absorb divine power.
Can I shoot him with Guiding Bolt, which has radiant energy?
You could if you want.
I'm gonna do it. Here,
What?
Nina.
While they're dealing with this, I want...
Why are we shooting people?
You wanted divine power. Here's some radiant energy. It's the same thing, right? Anyway, Chirin, was it just people on fire, or was there anything else on fire? Did you see anything else?
I don't remember.
Because when I had my vision, and I'm gonna look at that one, there was a building on fire in what we now assume is Garm Village. And the only survivor that I know of from Division is a girl.
Fox, would I be familiar with noble crests?
You would, yes.
So I would know that the crest he's talking about is probably a crest of Garm, like the noble house in Garm.
It's easy
Right.
enough to learn exactly where it comes from. It's hard to figure out the exact, because Garm is a fallen noble family.
Okay.
But go ahead and give me a history check.
A history check?
Yep.
Not great, but I do have a pretty okay history. Which I will find in a second. Okay, so that's 12.
Well, you would know that the symbol does belong to Garm.
I know that the symbol you're talking about, the one with the wolves, does belong to, like, the noble house of Garm, but that house fell. It's a disheveled noble house. Though I'm not from Garm, so I don't know how or why they fell. Probably humans being human.
Well, I imagine we would we be able to find this out in your library?
Yeah, we could also just ask one of the people that was probably keeping an eye on the events there.
I want you to make that decision without consulting me, because I'll feel bad about giving a yes to that plan.
Do you have a library on divination magic?
Yeah. I have.
Can I go?
This library is filled with a ton of scrolls on everything.
Can I have a look?
For sure. If you would like, just don't damage any of our books. Some of these are worth more than your life. And I
I'll
do
say-
mean that literally.
Believe
want
me, I am
divination-
very...
If you
Believe me,
want
I am
divination
very
knowledge-
respectful of other people's property. Don't worry about that.
If you want divination knowledge, you can also just ask me.
I think this might be beyond your abilities.
Or our divination professor at the school. Can I look for a book on Garm?
Yeah, you can find a book on Garm.
I just find it. I don't have to look.
Yeah, no, you know this place pretty well, so you can find books on Garm relatively easy here.
I would like to find a book on how to absorb divinity, I guess.
You find a book that says how to cook, or a master class in cooking divine meals. And then when you open it up, you notice it's in reference to cooking like divine body parts.
I would like to try and look for a book that would help me. Actually help me.
Okay, got it. Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Let's go therapy way.
I will hand the book to Callister. This is the book that we have on Garm.
Thanks. I'll start trying to scour it for any mentions of that symbol.
As for three ladies,
That's an 11.
and one on fire.
An 11?
Yeah.
Okay. With an 11, you will find... You're not finding a lot. You're finding
I'm
ways...
just gonna...
Like, the best way to absorb divinity is to eat the being. Like, physically. Eat them. However you can. You're certain there's magical ways of absorbing divinity, but you're not finding any other solution in this entire library other than eat this person.
Can I try and see what Chiveren's vision was about?
Sure. Give me an insight check with disadvantage. And Chirin, if you also want to give me an insight check, you can.
I want to ask my sword if they know where I'd find the information I'm looking for.
Your sword will look at you. Or not look at you. You can tell your sword is judging you. And he says, You're supposed to eat the person. You're eating the divine person.
I don't want to do that.
It's the
Oh my
easiest
God.
way.
You're in.
That's your second nat one.
Yeah, no kidding. Think I didn't realize this?
Okay. Yeah, Chirin. The fact that's like you were in a drugged out state is not helping you in terms of remembering anything that has to do with your vision. Latula. The most you can tell is that her god or this divine being, you can probably guess whom, wants someone to be freed.
It seems like Alucard wants someone to be freed. If I remember correctly, Deus recently got a contract from Alucard that he told me about to free his mother, who is currently being chained and held by someone.
Oh.
Oh wait, shit. Can I ask my sword if there's a deadline on that absorption of power?
No.
As in there isn't, or as in I can't?
No.
That's
No.
not helpful.
He looks at you, he's like, no, there's no deadline.
Oh, okay. That's actually fine then. I'll just wait until. I'll still look on how to do it, but yeah.
Yeah, but that's the only thing I can think of for your vision, Chiren.
Ooh.
Can you try? Were you only able to commune with him because you were in your drugged out state?
I have no idea.
Why don't,
You should
and this
probably-
might be almost repulsive for you, you try to pray?
No, it's not repulsive. It's just stupid, but fine.
Give me.
You should probably stop taking drugs too.
You can't stop me. I'll do what I want.
I'm
not-
going
I'm
to
not
go
trying
ask my grandpa about the town of Garm. While I'm doing that, I'll ask him if he has any drugs that won't kill Yuchi. You guys make yourself at home and try and figure out what you're doing. Also, Wei, you still haven't told me why you're here.
I did. I got sent on a mission to absorb divine magic, but I don't know how to do so.
That wasn't
Oh.
the mission. He told you to
Yeah,
absorb.
I did tell you that I was trying to do that.
Well, he told you to absorb divinity from a specific place.
Yeah, I know, but I haven't been asked what that place was.
Okay.
If you're just... Do I know how to absorb divinity without killing... Well, I think eating the person would probably be the best way of absorbing their divinity.
I don't want to eat the person.
Who is the person?
I don't want to say.
Okay, if eating them's not an option,
It is not.
Fox, do I know how to absorb divinity without eating someone?
No. Yeah, you definitely wouldn't know how to.
I'll go ask my grandpa, because apparently eating the person's out of the question.
It is very much out of the question, and I would like to add that it would cause problems for you if I were to eat the person.
No.
And I don't want to inconvenience you, friend.
Well, I appreciate it.
Wait, maybe you should think about not inconveniencing someone before you sign a contract.
I'm not familiar with contracts.
Clearly.
You just
That's
hear from
evident.
your sword, you really aren't.
Yeah, even my sword's agreeing.
You guys could
Okay,
ask
let
to
me
look
go
at the
ask my
contract.
grandpa to help you guys with your problems.
Thank you so much. And Wade will just politely bow again.
Okay, so you're going to go down to see Wheatley. Before
I did hand the book to Callister, so
Yeah,
we can...
I'm looking for the symbol.
Okay. You will find the symbol in the book. One sec. Let me just make sure. So, the symbol of Valtheria, the Valtherian royal family, is a sword with wings on it surrounded by a sleeping dragon. The symbol of Garm is a sword with wings on it surrounded by a sleeping dog. You'll know that this is because Garm, the first Lord of Garm, who was a commoner at the time, was called the Dog of the Valtherian Emperor.
Okay, do we assume that the dog means wolf?
It you could assume that the dog means wolf. You would also, while flipping through this book, you will see denotions that's like, it's very clear that the first Lord of Garm was most likely a werewolf.
Oh.
Cool. That means I get to try to get werewolf. Oh God, no, we're not doing this.
Dogs and cats get along so well, though.
No, I just have a bad habit of letting myself get turned into werewolves in my game.
I did the same thing in a game. No,
but if I do this, then I'll be an angel werewolf tabaxi.
I'll be weird.
I can be a wolf.
You're collecting DNA like candy.
I'd be willing to become a wolf.
Let's not talk about it with such enthusiasm.
Okay. Anyways, so is there anything anyone else is doing before I jump over to Wheatley?
I'm going to share that bit of knowledge with Latula, and I'll say, do you think returning her to her home means physically, or to her home as in her family?
I mean, either way, I think it'll be, we have to physically go there.
Oh yes, I'm trying to say, let's not take her with us into apparently certain danger, and maybe resolve that later. Maybe let's bring the home to her.
That could be, yeah. Let's gather more information before we make that decision.
Okay, so you go down to go see Wheatley.
Also, I'm pretty sure whatever decision we make, we're gonna have to run by Amadeus, because that's essentially like his little sister.
Yes, no, we absolutely are not taking her with us on a dangerous mission. Cool.
If we do, Amadeus will be her babysitter.
Obviously.
While you guys are having fun, Amadeus is basically doing an escort quest the entire time. Anyways, so you go see Wheatley downstairs. You can see Wheatley here is doing Pilates this time. Now that you've come downstairs, you don't know what's brought about this change, but he is doing Pilates down here.
Hey, Grandpa. You feeling all right?
I'm feeling great. I was told that you're only as old as your spine, and that these are a great way to make your spine younger. But I'm not really feeling that much. I think it's better if like your spine actually matters, but in this case, it's a fun, neat little thing to do to get my mind off of other stuff.
Yeah, I think, your spine not mattering, and also this isn't your real body, and also you can just replace your spine if you wanted to. But then there's also the fact of, like, you have time magic. You can just reverse the aging on your spine.
You're right. I could do that. Well, what brings you down here?
Oh, all of my friends are apparently having problems. One of them needs to know how to consume divinity without hurting the person, because apparently eating the person's a no-go. Another one, we're trying to investigate a child of stars that someone has been telling us to take home, and that child is it's 100% Maria at this point. And it seems like she needs to go back to Garm, so I was wondering what you know about Garm. And then lastly, Chirin has a angelic vision about a woman in chains that she needs to break free, who is also on fire. So I was wondering if you have anything there.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of blinked out, but it sounds like a bunch of these are things that your friends have questions for me about.
Yes, they are.
Okay. Then I guess up. Yeah, let's just go up. Let's just go up to where they are, and we'll talk to them.
Okay. I think you can probably do lunges up the stairs if you want to keep doing Pilates.
That's what he does. Okay.
Like,
You guys see
short
my
shorts.
You guys see my grandpa walk in the room with short shorts and still the like shredded Hawaiian t-shirt around him doing Pilates.
Actually, in this case, he will take your hint and he uses time magic, but he's gonna turn himself into like a younger version of himself. I'm just trying to find it. But anyways,
Callister makes a mental note to be more appreciative of Solana for being normal.
I think let's go with this one. Anyways, so you guys see Wheatley come into the door, but you don't recognize him as Wheatley because he is actually just a young dude with red hair that walks through the building.
I don't see anything. I'm trying to do those things, trying to get in contact with whoever the heck.
Ah, yes.
I don't see nothing.
Characters, players, current. I'm gonna save this as young Wheatley. Instead of seeing Wheatley walk through the door, you guys will see, and I'm gonna post it in what is it? Discord, not on Roll20. There's a
Also,
little...
I love the outfit, Chinchilla.
I keep trying to find more outrageous knitwear.
I also love the fact that we are nearing summer, so you're wearing that in summer.
Stop
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
You guys see what looks to be Latula's older brother walk into the
Why is
room.
he cute? Why is he cute? Stop it, Fox. Just stop it.
Latula, are you going to introduce us to
Oh
your-
yeah, this is my. You guys have met him before. This is my grandpa.
Why is he sexy?
I'm
That
always sexy,
weird.
young man.
I didn't hear that.
He looks at you and he says, "I'm always sexy." But I appear to have gone a bit too far back on my spine and everywhere else.
Oh, I hope you recover.
What happened?
I said not that I mind.
Now,
And I said that I hope he recovers.
I'm certain I will. Just a couple years. Actually, I can probably undo this later. Anyways, you had questions for me. Let's handle the hardest one first. Yeah, let's handle the hardest one first. He looks at you, Chirin. I heard something about 3 ladies burning, and that was about it.
That's all I remember. I was too bit busy.
Oh, give me a religion check, by the way, if you've been praying this whole time.
I'm not good at those. Where's my religion at? I'm not good at those.
Which is hilarious considering you're an angel.
14.
14? That's not bad.
Actually, it's something I need to check. Do I get proficiency with religion? I don't think I did.
You can add proficiency with religion now that you're an angel if you want.
I didn't know if it put it in the thing. Interesting. Okay, I'll add it.
Okay,
you get proficiency.
What you will see is the 3 ladies again, and you will see they all have almost like
Oh, so that brings it up to 17.
Got it. Almost like you're looking at them, their silhouette, and behind it you can see the backdrop. You see one of them, like the night sky appears before you with the moon replacing her head. One of them, the morning sky, appears before you with the sun replacing her head. And the last one is a being made of stars. And you see the one made of stars is the one who is chained up.
The stars are chained up.
So this also has to deal with Maria.
So we all came here for the same reason then.
Not that you know that why my reason is.
Oh no, that was out of out of character.
Okay. Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, Wheatley looks over at you. So, the stars are chained up, is what you're telling me, right?
I think so, yeah.
That
The moon and the sun are just busy not dancing like little bitches.
could
Leaving the
bring
star all
back
by her lonesome.
a couple memories. One of which is the Fey creation myth, essentially, which basically states that three sisters created the world, three Fae sisters, and in doing so, they became gods. The first one created light and all the things that thrive therein, plants and such. The second one created darkness and all the things that kind of lurk there, such as shadows. And the last one created the stars, the things that exist in the light and darkness at the same time, and in thus created the Fey creatures. Unfortunately, if I remember correctly, the Fey gods um, were severely damaged, and one of them even ended up dying during the Valtharian War.
Everybody seems to just die, don't they?
That was the Star's sister.
The being of stars is the one who supposedly died sometime around that war.
Yeah.
Wait, did that goddess also serve as a goddess of the elven race? She was a Fey goddess, and elves are part Fey.
Yeah, I mean, her artifact was the crown of stars.
All of them were Fey in nature. All of them were also, at some point, gods of elves. In fact, some elves still worship the god of stars and the goddess of the moon.
Okay, so we have to unchain Maria. Cool. Great. That's useful, Whitley.
Well, no, it couldn't be unchaining Maria. Maria's a free being.
So in this case, it would be unchaining the god herself.
Oh, absolutely, you're right. Yes.
So
Go back to being shit-faced now.
Sure. Grandpa, do you have any drugs for Chirin?
I can hit her with a
That won't
specialized
kill her.
mind sliver.
Dang it.
Give me a moment.
You guys take away all my fun.
Okay. Chirin, you see Wheatley does what is essentially like mind sliver or some type of mental magic on you, and you are put in an extremely blissful, euphoric state.
Oh, this ain't even a fun high, but thanks.
I mean, I can make you see stuff, I guess. He snaps his fingers and give me a Constitution saving throw.
Another one. If I get a nat 1, dang it.
Okay. You
Dirty
see
20.
you see beings floating in the stars. You can't see the stars, but you see the stars. You see beings floating in the stars, absorbing some of them, and then exploding and becoming new nebulas.
Better. Definitely better.
Okay, what was the next question for me?
Wait.
I mean, I would like to know if there's a way to absolve divination without consuming the person.
You see, he was about to ask if you tried eating them. Absorbing divination without consuming the person. There's a couple ways. Some are easier, some are harder. One of which is to lock them into like a flask or something.
I don't want to harm them in any way.
Okay, that one's out. So domain absorption is also out. You're trying to absorb their divinity, but you don't want to harm them? That's... I don't think that's
Or at
possible.
least or at least a portion of it. It wasn't specified how much I had to absorb.
Okay, it wasn't specified. Wait, is this like... Was it in your contract that you have to do this? Is it like part of the
Yes.
terms of your contract?
Yes.
You see Wheatley's looking at you. It's like he's really looking at you. I need you to understand me, Wei, right now. Was it expressly written in your contract you had to do this?
No, it was stated that I had to do what they say, and that's what they told me to do.
Give me your contract.
Do I have a copy of it?
You do have a copy that you can summon.
I will hand him my contract.
Okay, he looks at your contract. Okay.
Can I look over at this? I'm asking you before I do it.
I mean, I'd rather you didn't, if you don't mind.
Oh, you also heard your sword say, no, don't hand him the contract before you handed him. But he pretty much took this out of your head. Wait, this states two things. The first is this weird rule where he can take over your body.
Yeah.
The second is you serve him for 100 years after you die.
Yes.
So the contract doesn't state that you have to follow his commands.
Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah, then I'm just not gonna do it. Just so you know, I am fully aware of that. It just Way. His intelligence is very low, just for the record.
Okay. So this is a non-issue then, I assume.
I
didn't
didn't realize
even...
that my friends are idiots.
Hey, friend.
Friend.
Thank you.
I apologize for all the inconvenience I have caused, and I will individually bow at every person.
Make sure to bow to Knuckles. You see?
I will rush over to Knuckles and I will bow.
Don't do that.
Okay, give me one moment to roll something. Oh, it's wonderful that he has negative modifiers and everything. As you bow, he bows back at you, and he slams his head directly into the back of your head. You will take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Pop.
I will just say ow.
Well,
You will also note that Knuckles, in doing 4 points of bludgeoning damage, has put himself to near unconsciousness.
Is there any way I can check on him?
Yeah, sure.
I would just like to check on him. I have no medical ability, so I'm not medically checking on him. I'm just like asking him if he's okay.
Okay. You've had enough concussions in your life to realize that he is mildly concussed.
Okay. Would I be able to give him advice on how to deal with it?
No, I don't think Wei's smart enough to know how to deal with a concussion.
Fair enough. I know it's a concussion, which I'm assuming everybody else knows, but I'm just going to announce it anyway. He has a concussion. Do you guys have anything for that?
No, don't worry about it. He won't die, and he can't lose any more brain cells.
I'm going to cast Goodberry and just force feed Wei and him 4 berries each.
Okay.
I just had a laugh attack.
Okay, Wei, you heal for 4 points. Knuckles also heals for 4
So-
points.
Be careful next time, Knuckles. I wouldn't want you getting hurt again. Because I can assure you that hurt you a lot more than me.
Okay. He will turn over to
He
you.
just ignores me.
He will turn over to you, Callister. Or Wheatley turns over to you, Callister. Now, last one. What's up?
So, Garm? What do you know about Garm?
Garm, small settlement in Valtheria that was founded by Garm. First of his name.
Yes, yes, dog of the Voltherian kingdom. Wolf, lycanthropy, great. What's happening there now, and also how is this connected to the stars goddess?
The stars goddess. Well, you remember how when I said the goddess of stars died during the Valtherian War? Um, I said around that time, right?
Sure.
Okay. It's not definitive that she did die during the war, but one thing's certain. Um, Garm ended up marrying, I think, the high priestess of that religion, even though he is genuinely considered to be one of the founding reasons for that religion's fall, because he was one of the ones who did the most damage to them.
Wait, is Maria a half-elf?
Maria's an Azumar, no?
Yeah, Maria's an Azumar.
Yeah, but if she's an Azumar, is she also a half-elf?
Maria is a half-elf.
I would like to talk to my sword.
Yeah, so that would 100% prove that Maria is probably the descendant of the she's currently the current head of the House of Garm.
Okay.
Also, the descendant of the High Priestess, which would put her as the goddess's next coming?
Not quite. Here's the thing. A High Priestess wouldn't give birth to an Azumar child, but an angel and or goddess would. So it means that she was a little bit more than just a high priestess. She was some sort of angelic being. Either that or Garm himself was.
We also hear conflicting information here because on one hand, it is said that the goddess died, but on the other hand, she did promise the elf and rebellion, the ones that were treated as slaves, basically, their own place or their own kingdom back, their own territory back, right?
That is true, though gods always make promises then break them.
Yes, gods do that often. I can't tell you
two
how
are gonna
many.
Tell...
What happened?
You two are gonna tell Amadeus about this, aren't you?
Yeah.
We will.
Yeah.
Eventually, we have to.
I can't tell you how many of my.
Eventually.
I can't tell you how many of my followers rely on me for things, and I just don't give them to them. So.
You were going to text him now and tell him.
You're telling me what to do in my own house about information that we just uncovered?
No, I'm asking.
Yes, and eventually we'll tell him, but this also isn't something you tell someone over text. Hey, I'm going to text you that someone you think of as a sister figure is currently being pursued by multiple divine entities, which might have her life in danger. Also, we have to take her back to her home, which is in a different continent.
I don't see why that would not be textable news.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me that you would be perfectly fine with it. Way. we can take group vote on it. I'm just
This
going
is
to
something
say.
we tell him in person.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Just for the record, out of character, Wayne obviously does not understand because he's never had a phone before.
Oh, I know.
So where was I in my explanation? Really looking at you guys. Betrayal. Oh yes. Now I remember. Yes, the goddess did. She gave her followers that thing. I know that that's a promise that the god fulfilled. Instead of going to the astral plane where goddesses usually go when they die, she hollowed out her insides and created a world for them to live in.
Yeah, I remember that from our previous findings out about Garm
Yeah.
and the Veda layer.
That's what she did for them. So that's their own little universe. I'm not even certain if they can come back to this universe, but that's what she did for them.
Oh, is there a way to get to their universe?
Yeah, you can just go into her.
Where is she? Astral plane?
No.
Is she the Elven Kingdom?
I don't even. I genuinely don't know where she is the thing. I kind of cut out after she actually kept her word. So.
Ow. Yeah,
Was,
that is disappointing.
yeah, I wasn't paying attention that far, so can't tell you guys those specifics. But she did end up keeping her word. She gave them that thing.
Whoa.
Trying to think
Well,
of.
Wait.
Not lucky, Latula. Do you think she would be just on the positive plane then? Because remember when we fought that guy and the crown was stolen? We did see
kobolds in a trench coat. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. We did see a gate spell, and we did see celestial presence, right? Inside of the gate.
Yes, from one of her angels specifically.
Yeah, so do you think it is just the positive plane then?
Gate. It was a gate spell that we saw, right?
Yes.
Let me. I'm gonna go grab a book with the exact wording of the gate spell from the library.
Anywhere.
It can take you into a different plane of existence.
Yes, it can.
So it might not be on the prime plane.
That is.
In fact,
correct.
if they used a gate spell instead of teleportation, it's probably not on the prime plane. Unless they just wanted the transportation to be a definite deal. But even then, you could just upcast teleport.
I have a feeling, well, teleport would have been safer anyway, because someone else could have potentially gotten through the gate spell. So if they used gate instead of teleport, then they put themselves at more risk anyway. So they must have had a need for it then. So it is on a different plane of existence.
Yes. That kind of. That's kosher. Anyways. So, is that everything you guys had for me? Did no one has any other questions for me?
Yeah, just do you have some like lighter knitwear? Because I'm really sweaty. It's too hot for this. I did not think this through this morning.
Oh yeah, I guess I can help you there. You see, he taps your shoulder, and your clothes explode off of you, um, just kind of hanging around you in tethers.
Oh,
That's not appropriate.
that's a bit.
Have knitwear for you, but I don't know if you like it.
I mean, I'll take a stab at it. I'll try to cover myself up at the same time shooting Tyrion a look that says he undressed me and he didn't undress you.
He's giggling. That's
Wait, what's happening? You see Wheatley's looking. Why are you covering yourself up? There's nothing to be embarrassed about. The human form is amazing. Except for
Here it
all
goes.
the instances
There's
where it's
nothing
not.
to be ashamed of.
Latula, is your grandpa hitting on me? What's happening?
No, our morals and aesthetics in this family, I guess, are questionable to the outside. He doesn't care at all.
You see, he looks down at himself, realizing for the first time that he is not, like, he's wearing clothes, and he's like, this doesn't feel right.
Okay. Latula, where's your closet?
What's the age rating for this campaign again?
Adult.
Adult.
Latula will bring you upstairs to a walk-in closet. Actually, this is the first time you guys have ever been in her room.
She's still high out of her mind.
Yeah.
So,
which isn't gonna do wonders for Chi's trip. Her room looks fancy, but also like a witch's room. Like, it has potions and vials, and it has a full...
I want to try one.
What you think of as a mural of the night sky, and then you just see it's an enchanted ceiling that's actually showing a night sky at all times with a big bright moon in it.
I am mesmerized.
This one
I'm just staring at the ceiling.
You know what? I'll allow for Chirin to try a random thing. Chirin, I'm gonna roll a D100.
Chirin, no!
If Chirin does it, I will probably follow suit.
Okay, give me a sec. I need to roll 2 D100s.
Guys, what are you?
Okay. And now let's...
Some of
One
those
cheese
were
pie,
made with
two
very
cheese
poisonous
what did you
flowers.
Well, one, she is suicidal, and two, she's high out of her mind. What did you expect?
And Leia's just stupid.
Okay, let's see. I rolled 51 for the first one, and that's gonna get you... A spectral shield hovers near you for the next minute, granting you a +2 bonus to AC and immunity to magic missile.
Oh, cool.
What are you doing here?
Okay.
Did the fire lady send you?
Are you talking to the shield?
It has a mouth. Don't you see it?
Hmm.
But he's ignoring me like a jerk.
It actually has
gonna put on
many
clothes?
eyes and tendrils on it.
That's
Mine's
close
probably
enough
not
to a
gonna be
mouth like that. Are you gonna put on clothes or? Oh, wait,
Yeah, it's clothes.
Is it the party?
This is
That means
my
it's the
closet.
party. Okay. Hold on.
You-
I'll join you.
You guys walk in to a space that is obviously magically enchanted because it's longer than it should be, with rails that just have outfit after outfit. A lot of them are either red or black, very few pink ones, a few blues and purples, but it looks like this thing goes for eternity. So as long as you choose a knitwear item that is red, Latula will probably have it.
Oh, I
Okay.
thought this was a party. I was about to join you. Dang it.
I
Why
didn't
is ruin all
necessarily.
the fun?
I didn't necessarily want an audience for when I'm changing my clothes, but I guess that's fine.
Okay.
No, I meant like, I don't know. She said that she brought us up to her room. I wasn't planning on going in there with you. I was just saying, before that, she thought that this was a party.
In the
This
closet.
was a party.
Latula's gonna leave Callister in the closet and just walk back into her main room.
Is that forever now? Hello?
And-
How do I get out?
As for Wei, you are now currently in the astral plane, so...
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
great.
Oh, cool. I wonder how long
Can you
that
look?
will last.
Can you look for the goddess?
Where did
I
Wei
mean,
go?
this is just... I went to the astral plane.
No, you're currently still there.
Yeah, you're still there. You are fully separated from the group. I'm sorry, not astral. You go to the ethereal plane. There we go.
Oh, so this is just training for what my robe will show me. It's fine.
Gee, where did Way go?
I don't know. Wait, why aren't you? Are we supposed to be naked? Wait,
No, we're not supposed to be naked. Also,
dang it! I thought this was a party.
Wait, hang about.
No fun.
We are in Latula's house. Is the ethereal plane like very active here?
Oh, it would be.
Hey, Wei,
I
go
imagine
ahead and
so.
give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, lovely. Yes, I will. Let me just get this thing here. So quick. There we go. Now, for fuck's sake, I accidentally pulled up some weird ruins. Wait there. There we go.
Why'd you roll with
25?
disadvantage?
Yeah, 25.
So you enter the ethereal plane and you see things floating around here. They seem to be... Well, first off, you can't really explain what they are with words all that much. Some of them just like floating blobs, but it's like colors are escaping their exact description and everything. So it's like something that looks brown. You know, if you were to describe it as brown, you would know that that's incorrect.
Wei, having seen this, is going to sit on the floor, bring out his notepad, and start trying to write a song about it.
Okay, go ahead and give me a performance check.
Yeah, I have my proficiency because I'm doing it for my flute. Performance. So that'll be plus 3 onto whatever I just rolled. So that's a 23.
23. Okay, you come out with a... You can see the notes are not written for a flute, like a pan flute. These notes seem to be written more for a piano, referencing like the usage of pedals for sustained notes and everything.
Ah, okay.
And in the ethereal plane here, you can hear a haunting piano playing throughout the manor.
I would like to try and find the piano.
Okay, as you get up to go search for the piano, you appear back in Latula's room.
Oh, fuck. Latula, do you
Where
have a
were you?
piano? Do you have a piano?
Yes, we have plenty.
Can I please see a piano?
Sure. Latula will take him to a piano in probably the ballroom.
Okay, you go to the ballroom and you take him to a piano.
I would like to try and play the song that I wrote.
Okay, go ahead and give me a performance check with disadvantage, and you're not adding proficiency because this is on an instrument you are unfamiliar with.
So with disadvantage, that's a 2.
I thought you said it was hot, Calistan.
I'm limited to Latula's style.
Okay.
Yeah,
there is this thing that was in there, but I have no idea if your character would have put it on. Let me see.
So that's a natural 1. So he's just gonna like look at the notes and try and get a better read of them.
Okay, you start to play the notes, and you all of a sudden you feel a sharp pain in your fingers as the cover for the piano keys slams down on your fingers. And you can see what seems to be a rather well-dressed and dapper piano player is just giving you an absolute death from beside you before it disappears.
I am, even though I don't know where it's gone, I'm just gonna apologize to the figure and try and read the music better to see if I could get a better grasp of it.
Okay.
What would I roll for that?
Go ahead and give me a insight check.
I accidentally did an intimidation.
God damn it. How do I even...
Okay, I made too many rolls.
Okay, we'll go with
the first one. The first one was a 10.
Yeah, the 10. Max, stop being gross. Thank you.
So, not understanding the notes, I'm going to look at where the piano player was and ask for help.
You will hear no response.
Okay, I will attempt. Is Latula still with me, or did she go back up?
Latula?
She has to make sure that Jiren doesn't kill stuff in her room. Specifically, there is a circle underneath Latula's bed that she doesn't allow you guys near.
Oh, so in other words, you've left me alone in your house. Brilliant. I'm going to attempt to find a member of the household.
Latula, did you leave by himself?
Yeah, I don't... Oh my god. Okay, everyone out of my room.
Wait, you find Knuckles.
Thanks for the craft stuff.
You're welcome.
Who do I find?
You find Knuckles.
I love that design. It's Sherpa wool. It's like only a couple of 500,000 gold pieces, I think.
Okay. Let's hope your grandpa doesn't destroy this one as well.
You know, you can keep it if you want.
Thank you.
Anyways.
Who did I find?
It's very breezy.
Way, you find Knuckles. I rolled for you, you rolled a natural one, so.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to interact with him. I'm going to try to find somebody else.
Come on, guys, get out of my room.
There's cheese shields just to ram into everything in Latula's room as well.
Yes. Jiren, your shield is just hitting stuff on Latula's in Latula's room.
Yeah, so I'm just going to try it. I'm just going to try and find somebody else.
I regret everything about this. Get out of my room.
Hey, jeez, and I'll just usher Jiren out of the... Let's find Way.
Oh, by the way, I would like to state, as I am walking through the halls, I assume, of the house, I am asking for help with a piano. Just like, not shouting, just like speaking clearly as I'm walking. Can I have help with a piano, please?
So, Way, I have some tremendous news. For me, entirely.
Oh. Oh, no.
You pretty much walk in a circle and you meet Knuckles again, because you rolled 2 natural ones.
Can I roll for myself instead?
Yes, you may. Roll the d20 for me. If you get
I
another
wonder what your board thinks about all this.
7.
You walk in another circle and you meet Knuckles a 3rd time.
Fucking...
When you guys find Way, he's basically in an endless loop of just meeting Knuckles again.
If you roll higher than 10, I am using Cosmic Omen on you to reduce the number.
What is going on here?
19!
I don't know, but they seem to be on more drugs than I am. Technically, I'm not even on any drugs at the moment.
You rolled a 13.
Also, I'll impose disadvantage
I rolled
on
a 13
you.
then.
Little impose disadvantage.
So you only roll...
You rolled a 9. Sorry, 7.
Not even.
Yeah, it seems like they are. Wait, what is going on?
I need to find somebody to help me with the piano.
Oh, I know how to play the piano.
Could you help me learn this piece?
Can I look at the piece and see what it says?
Okay. As you're reading the piece, this is a piece played or made by your grandpa's brother. And this piece is called The Mad Pianist.
I love this piece.
In order to play this piece, a human would need the ability to grow 5 extra arms, so you need 7 arms in total. And you need the ability to understand deep speech.
So, do you know how to speak deep speech, and can you grow 5 extra arms?
No. No.
So then you can't play this piece.
I
can play it for you if you want.
Please?
I'll sit down at the piano, and I'll also mentally send a message to my grandpa that's like, hey, I'm about to play the Mad Pianist, if you want to come listen.
Alright, you guys see Wheatley come up. And for the first time in forever, you see Wheatley in his old form. And his Hawaiian shirt is firmly attached to his body. Okay,
So beautiful.
I need a performance check. 24. You guys see Latula goes through the motions of playing this music, and at first it seems to be a relatively normal song, and then all of a sudden more notes are being added in. Until it gets to the point that it's just a mad dash of musical notes that seem to just collide together in various directions, with no real concern with how grating it might become.
I would like to try and attempt to play the flute in a way that doesn't match, obviously, because it can't, but complement the song.
Okay, give me a performance check. You'll have to. The difficulty is set by Latula's performance check.
So I'm just out of my. So 19, 22. Oh, just not enough. 21.
21.
Oh wait, I rolled persuasion. My bad. Wait.
So 21 again?
23.
23. Does anyone have anything they can do to boost it by 1?
We can both give guidance, I guess.
Do you
Oh
want?
yeah, I can also give guidance, but that would require touch.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Okay. If you don't want to touch me, that's fine.
Is this a saving throw or a check?
This is a check.
It's a check.
Yeah,
Question
I
is,
don't have anything.
Do we want to help him, is the question.
You probably wouldn't, to be honest.
I'm high out of my mind, and I thought we were all getting, like...
Yeah, I think I'm trying to make sure that Chirin doesn't hurt herself right now.
Okay, got it.
I ain't everybody so worried about me. I hurt myself. It's freaking...
Because you're dragged out of your mind?
Yeah.
I know exactly what I'm doing. If I want to hurt myself, I'm going to hurt myself, meanies.
So, as Latula's playing this song, what you're trying to keep up and you're trying to match in, and you can figure out why this song is called The Mad Pianist. as you continuously try and you're getting close, just the knowledge that you will truly never be good enough to do this kind of dawns on you, and you can feel your mind slipping. You can feel yourself moving
Why will cry?
from a consciousness into some type of just unconscious fluter. And
Wei
you
will
do,
begin to cry.
and Wei starts to cry. You guys see Wei cry.
Aww. It is quite a beautiful piece.
Thank you. My great uncle composed it.
He's not crying because the song is so beautiful, although he would. But right now he's crying because he isn't good enough.
Oh, I know that.
Latula does not.
Exactly.
As Latula finishes off the song, you guys still hear music playing. And what plays is, it's similar. It's that similar jumble that doesn't follow conventional musical rules. But you can tell from this one that it is in the tune of a lullaby. And it seems to be playing continuously. In fact, it seems to have been playing forever.
So like Wei was trying to write the song about how he felt. Is that just how being there made him feel?
The Wei wouldn't even remember, honestly.
Okay.
Did Wei write a song that was composed by Latula's... What?
Yes, I did apparently.
Are you Latula's great uncle?
No, a lot of my family members occasionally manifest in the minds of creative people, inspiring inventions that will eventually lead them to unending insanity.
Oh, lovely. Of course.
Oh, this is fully gonna lead Wei to insanity then, because he absolutely loves music to the point where he's not gonna try and stop until he can get the piece down.
Wait, you just need to be able to grow some extra limbs. It's fine. Focus on that and then try doing the piece.
I'm going to look to my sword.
Your sword
I'm
is...
gonna ask it.
Your sword says to you,
Sorry?
no way. She's wrong. You can play the music. You just need to be better than you are right now.
He will just bow and say, "I understand."
Okay.
Probably looking like an insane person because nobody else can hear it.
So, you guys kind of got an exposition.
Sidetrack.
Yeah, an exposition dump from Wheatley. You're going through all of the various things that you came here for. Is there anything anyone else wants to do?
Wei is just trying to figure out how he can play the song.
Okay. While
So
Way's...
he's just staring. He's just staring at the lyrics.
Yeah.
Or the notes, rather.
While Way's...
We do have to tell Amadeus. I'm just going to assume that'll occur whenever his players forget.
That's priority number one.
Okay. So there is priority number one. So in terms of the things that's like you guys have on your plate, I think once you guys are cleared for traveling into the main continent, which that will occur on the final day of the
Current school year?
no, summer break. They have you guys come in the day before school opens and clear you guys for that at one of the guild halls.
Which guild hall do you guys want to register at?
I think I'll be cast out if it's not Alucard by my sponsor.
Oh, I was gonna register at the
I'm
Nightshade.
literally an angel of Alucard, so...
Yeah, that's fair. And I'm gonna assume that actually Amadeus probably doesn't want to register at Alucard's guild.
In this instance, you guys are registering as unallied hunters, because in order to join one of the guilds, you have to have already gotten through school. So it's
Yeah,
just
but we
a
still
matter.
get to choose which hall we register at, right? Or
Yeah.
is there a designated one?
No, it's just a matter of like going into the hall and getting registered. I just didn't want you guys to think that like registering there meant you have to join them.
Oh.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, then in that case I'm fine with whatever.
Well, I was gonna go to the Divine Nightshade Guild just because I know most of the people there.
Right, I don't really like their morals, so I'll probably go with Tyrion to Alucard's.
Wait, the morals of the Divine Nightshade Guild?
Yeah.
What don't you like about their morals?
Aren't they basically planning to take over an assassin's guild in that one kingdom of Tabaxi?
No. Are you talking about the Nightshade family, which is not related to the Divine Nightshade Guild?
How is it not related?
The Nightshade family is a family that is part of a fully different kingdom than Foyer. I invited them to the party because they have some ties to the church occasionally and some family ties here. But the Divine Nightshade Guild is run by Nolus Atropa, one of the founders here.
Yeah, the Nightshade family is a noble family from Chovos.
The human continent.
Yeah.
Not continent nation, right?
Trovos, or the Kingdom of Time, which is the primary human trading continent, in the head of the Foyer Trading Company.
Yeah, the Divine... If I had to explain the three guilds of Foyer, it would be the Divine Nightshade Guild is sort of medicine and R&D. The Dream Eater's Warden is sort of internal affairs, police, stuff like that. And then, funnily enough, the dragon one... Fox, which one's the dragon one?
Devil Dragon.
The Devil Dragon Guild is external affairs. So everything that comes in and goes out.
Okay, then yeah, Divine Nightshade sounds like the best one. Let's go for that one. And let's hope that Tavish doesn't get pissed off at me.
I mean, he shouldn't if he's a reasonable human being.
Well, exactly.
He's also not a human being. He is a dragonborn.
A reasonable sentient thing.
Humanoid.
Don't be speciesist, guys. Sheesh. Okay. And then the rest of you guys are going to wherever. But those won't come up. I was just kind of telling you guys that as a aside, as a whatever, as a whatever. There is one last thing I wanted to go ahead and deal with, and then we'll probably end the session there. Even though we haven't been in session for a while, but as I mentioned, this was going to be a shorter session. But Brad,
Yes.
one day while you are at
Oh my god.
What happened?
What the fuck was that?
Your
So loud.
voice just evil
It spazzed.
roboted?
Who's mine?
Yeah, your voice.
Yeah, your voice just spazzed.
Is it still doing it?
No.
No, it's fine now, but it spazzed like a second.
Oh,
It was
okay.
sort of a one go.
Well, whatever. Yeah, Brad, while you are sitting at home, you can tell the sword speaks to you more often now that you've created a contract with it. And for the most part, it doesn't seem to have any real control here, other than the fact that you will have to serve it when you die. It just kind of seems to be chilling. And occasionally, when one of the kids runs along, it says something along the lines of like, "That one looks delicious. We should eat it," causing a lot of the kids to run away from you now. Just because they've been threatened multiple times by your sword.
Understandable.
You know, an understandable response.
Yeah.
um,
I'm gonna ask the sword to stop asking me to eat people.
no.
Then I will be less fucking cooperative.
Your cooperation has not been an issue from the beginning. I gave you a piece of paper and you signed it almost immediately.
Yeah, because I trusted you, but you are now giving me a lot of reasons not to.
I never told you to trust me.
Yeah, but my trust is better than my distrust.
And it will never be a relevant component in our relationship.
I can assure you it will.
You can go ahead making false assurances then.
See, you are most likely going to want things from me
I have everything I need
beyond
from you.
beyond what I already have agreed to give you. And for the most part, I would normally be very receptive and agree, but if you continue to be a bitch, I will continue to not be cooperative.
As you say that, your sword gets kind of silent, and then it will respond with, "Who do you think's the bitch in this relationship?"
This isn't a relationship.
You're right. It's not a relationship. It's a contractual obligation. You are the bitch here. Don't make a mistake in thinking that you have any power over me.
We'll see about that.
The sword is not part of a mob. Sheesh. Anyways, but you will receive a message, Brad. It is a. Well, it is in an envelope technically, but you can tell that this is like a long shaft or something in this envelope, and it is a rather large envelope.
I will open it and read it.
Okay, you open it and read it, and there's nothing really to read here. There is an arrow with a tag that's kind of tied onto the end, and the tag has something to read. And it says,
What does it say?
"You thought you could run away."
Oh, fuck. I am immediately gonna cry my eyes out and run to the matron.
Okay. You start crying your eyes out and you run to the matron. The matron looks over at you. "Wait, what's happening? What's wrong?"
My dad's coming, my dad's coming, my dad's coming, my dad's coming.
She takes the arrow from you and she's looking through it. Okay, how strong's your dad?
Out of character or in?
In character.
Can the DM beat up your...
My DM's stronger than your DM.
I don't really remember. I was quite young when I ran. Well, I was younger when I ran away. I don't know.
You see the matron kind of kneels down. Actually, she doesn't kneel. She's kind of short in comparison to you, I think. How tall is Wei?
6 foot something.
6 foot something. Okay. She looks up at you and she kind of like lightly pats your cheek. "Wei, I need you to listen to me. How old are you now?"
Wait, how old are we again? I forgot.
You guys are teenagers, 16, 17.
16.
Wei, at a time in your life, you will have to stand up to your father. And during that time, I'm certain you will see exactly the measure of the man he is.
I'm not ready yet.
I think you're more ready than you believe yourself to be.
I don't know.
And in this instance, you don't have to face him alone. You've made many friends here, haven't you?
Well, I mean, I think of them as friends, but I think I just disturbed them.
Okay, well, here's my point. He sent you a warning, so you know he's coming. There are 3 ports here, so you know where he's coming from. So gather your friends and jump that bitch.
Okay, I'll try. And then I'll just send a text to everyone saying, I really need help. And this is the most serious I've ever been.
I'm immediately responding with, "What contract is it this time, you dumbass?"
It's not a contract. My life's in danger.
That could still be a
Fine.
contract.
I respond with, "Remember, you don't have to follow what the sword says. It's not in your contract."
It's not the sword. It's not the sword. It really is not the sword.
Oh, okay.
It's
Is
more
it?
serious than the sword.
You should just apologize to Amadeus. I'm sure he'll understand. He'll stop trying to kill you.
It's not Amadeus.
Who is it then? We need more details.
It's my dad.
Oh, the king emperor of a country?
Yes,
Okay.
he's going to get me.
He's making... Okay, so we're just gonna jump him when he gets right? He's gonna be exhausted from the trip.
I highly doubt that he's travelled longer than to here.
No, wait, how dangerous do you think the trip is to Foyer?
I've made it, so I know.
Yes.
Wei, you were really young at the time, and people protected you while getting into the area.
Yes, more specifically, my uncle, who is far, far, far weaker than my dad.
Your uncle almost died multiple times on the trip here.
Yes.
In actuality, it was pretty much sheer luck that your uncle not only got in, but got out of foyer.
And with a little bit of luck, he won't even make it here.
He will. I know what he's like.
You know your
Yeah,
dad's you know your dad's strong enough that he will definitely be able to make it to foyer. However, I'm certain that Wei would know that the trip into foyer would be difficult on your dad. So if there's any time you could beat him, it would be right after he got into foyer and was still dealing with the wounds from that adventure.
He'd be smart enough to take camp somewhere and rest before he came out.
Where do you think there is to rest in Foyer?
I don't know, but he'd find a way.
There's only one city in Foyer. The rest is wilderness, and it will cost him his life if he decides to rest in there.
Well, it's possible that he'd rest in the city, maybe, and he'd think of something.
It's possible.
What I'm saying is, if he's in the city, we can find him, and if he's in the city, right after his journey is the time to incapacitate him or kill. Your idea. Okay, kill. Yay.
Kill with extreme prejudice.
We're killing Amadeus's dad. We're killing your dad.
Just for the record, my dad's great, and please leave him alone.
I also love my dad, so...
Your dad... Callister, your...
Can I ask a favor?
Sure.
The most fucked up thing you can imagine you can do to someone, please do it to my dad.
Yay!
Callister, your dad's such an amazing person that he recently went through all the effort of scheduling a package of your mom's homemade cooking to arrive at your house hot.
Oh my god, how did he do that?
You genuinely have no idea.
I'm gonna share some with Solana and Eeyore if he's still in the house.
Eeyore...
Is the elder still there? Is the elder just living in Foyer now?
The elder is just living in foyer now. He, at one point, he sat in a chair for so long reading a book, you were not entirely certain he hadn't just become one with the chair.
He probably did.
Just for the briefest moment.
When he was standing up, did it, break off?
You're not entirely certain, but it's highly possible that it did.
Yes, I'm sharing some of the mama cooked meal with the two people in my household.
Okay. And with that little discussion from Wei, that's where we're going to end today's session. Any questions, comments, or concerns?
Did Tyrion want to do something?
I don't think so. I'm good.
Did you want to send in the group chat that you also wanted to kill your father? To be fair, you don't know him, but Chirin could still want to kill him.
No, not yet.
Okay.
I'd rather know what he's up to first.
So, 3 fathers we might have to kill. 2 we definitely have to kill.
Yes.
Okay.
Everyone's got daddy issues in this campaign.
A lot of those.
I don't think I specified it enough, but like my dad is in game the biggest cunt going.
I think we can get that based off of your reaction.
No, he sounds
Yeah.
lovely.
Also, I'm
I'm sure we
certain
can
I
reason
can
with him.
bigger cunts.
Oh,
Anyway.
Litula is gonna send a message to her grandpa